Before, after. And this is what you get when you learn the difference between contour and bronzer. I think I had some lip gloss on my teeth. Are you good? Yeah, we're good. Today is the day that you finally learn the difference between contour and bronzer. A lot of you out there think they're the same thing, but actually they are not. They serve very different purposes, and we are going to cover that in this video. Welcome to BEMETIFUL, where I teach you everything regarding makeup. I started this makeup masterclass to teach you guys technique. I'm not here to sell you a product. I'm not here to promote a brand or a product, because there is enough of that on social media. We are tired of every influencer trying to sell us the newest product, the next best product, when actually it is not about the products that you use. It's about the technique, and with the right technique you can make any product work, as long as it's not expired. Because I know that palette you've had since 2021, it's time to let it go. Okay, I know I said you can make any product work. Expired products don't count, because those are actually very damaging to your skin. So please let it go and get a new one. Thank you. If this is your first time coming across my channel, my page, this is episode 5 of the masterclass. So that means there is 4 episodes that came before this one, which you need to go watch. You need to learn about how to prep your skin properly for your makeup to look flawless and have longevity, how to pick the right foundation, how to blend your concealer to avoid creases, how to do your eyebrows. Those are things that are very important before you can move on to contour and bronzer. After this long-winded intro, let's move on to the actual tutorial. I think I should get closer. Let me get closer. Yeah. Can we talk about this quality also though? Now that we are closer, you can see my face. For us to save a little bit of time, I've done my base. If you want to know how I did all this, just watch episode 1, 2, 3, and 4 to see how I do my base. I will strongly advise that you only use liquid or cream bronzer and contour. Why? Because creams and liquids are easy to blend, they're easy to build up, they're easy to manipulate, they're easy to control. When you use any powder products, you cannot take away. You don't have that much control, because once you apply the powder, that's it, it sets. It doesn't move. So to use powder products, you must have a lot of confidence with your technique, and it has to be on point every single time if you don't want to ruin your makeup. Because if you apply too much, it's very difficult to remove some products. If you don't apply, if you apply a little bit and you want to build up, sometimes you might overdo it, or you might disturb the cream products underneath the powder, and it can become a whole mess. There's too many things to consider when you use powder products. So stick to cream bronzer and contour. So that way you have very little chances of messing up. If you apply too much, it's easy for you to blend until you get the coverage that you want. If you apply a little bit, you can build up and it's not going to look cakey. When you build powder too much, it can easily make you look cakey and muddy, and it can be a whole mess. The main difference between contour and bronzer is the undertone. Contour has a cool undertone, while bronzer has a warm undertone. Your contour is meant to mimic the color of a shadow. That's why it has a cool undertone, so that it can create the illusion of shadows on your face. And the main purpose and the main function of a contour is to snatch. It's to snatch. Your contour is meant to snatch you. It's supposed to snatch the life out of you. Wherever you put contour is going to fall in the background. It's going to appear smaller. It's going to disappear a little bit. There's going to be shade there, so it's going to appear smaller. And that's why we put it in the hollow of the cheekbones, to give you that look of sunken cheeks, almost like this. On the forehead, if you have a forehead that you think is bigger than you would like and you want to give that look of a smaller forehead, to create a shadow that is going to make your forehead look or appear smaller. That's why we also put it in the jawline, to make the jawline more defined and make that double chin look like it is completely disappearing. And also on the side of your nose, if you want to make your nose look smaller, appear smaller. But all of this is just an illusion. It's not actually making your face smaller. It's just creating the illusion of certain strategic areas of your face being more snatched. Now, your bronzer on the other hand is there to bring back the warmth. And when I say that your contour has a cool undertone, I mean that it will tend to look a bit ashy, a bit gray, a bit muddy. That's normal. And that's why we use a bronzer to bring back the warmth, to give you that sun-kissed look. Your bronzer goes in the areas where the sun naturally hits your face to give you that sun-kissed look. So that's on the top of your cheeks, on your forehead, a bit sometimes on the bridge of your nose. Here's what it looks like. This is your contour and this is your bronzer. Do you see the difference? And this is what it looks like blended. This is your contour and this is your bronzer. You see that the bronzer is not that much darker than the rest of my skin, but it brings that warmth, that orangey, burnt orange look. That's that sun-kissed look that I talked about earlier. Let's talk tools. This brush looks like a foundation brush. I think it is one of the best brushes because it is very dense. It's not very fluffy and it has like strong edges. I think that's really good for contour because it allows you to be very precise with your application. You always want to use brushes that have very dense bristles. You want to stay away from fluffy brushes when applying your contour, otherwise it might go everywhere, it might not look precise. Your brush might not be exactly like this one, but the concept is that it must be a dense brush with strong, tight bristles. When you are applying a product on your face, you always want to put the product on the back of your hand first. Blend the product into the brush like this. Make sure to really work the product into the brush. Go from the top of your ear down to the point where you're parallel to the outer corner of your eye. So you want to stop right here. Then on your jawline, right now we haven't blended yet. I'll show you how to blend later. And then on your forehead. Oh, we also forgot the side of the nose. Personally, I don't really care to make my nose look smaller. I mean, I'm black. My nose is not supposed to be tiny and small and all those things. I like my nose the way it is, so I don't really think it's necessary for me to put contour there, but I'll show you how I would do it. When contouring your nose, I see a lot of people make the worst mistake. They just go straight down their nose. That never looks good. It never looks good. What you want to do is, I'm going to grab my mirror because I need to see this. You want to go from the beginning of your brows down here. You don't want to go all the way down. You just want to stop like halfway. Start from the front of your eyebrows down halfway. Take your brush and go side to side. On the side of the tip, like the sides of the tip of your nose. I hope that makes sense. And the bottom right here. to make to make it look like your nose is like pointing up. And then just blend. And that's it. Now it's time to blend. Take your brush and some tissue paper. Remove the excess product. You want to remove the excess product and then start blending. But when you blend, always blend up. Like on your cheeks at least, you want to blend up. I'll put all the details of the products that I've used in the description down below. Grab my mirror. You want to blend upwards on your cheeks. Because if you blend down, your contour, you're going to lose that definition and you're going to end up with a contour that is down here. We don't want that. You want to keep it nice and precise. For your forehead, you want to blend down because obviously you are trying to shrink the size of your forehead, so you want to blend it downwards. And for your jawline, you also want to blend downwards into that double chin. So do you see the difference between this side and this side? Because we have a bit of a line of demarcation here, you want to take the tool you used for your foundation, either a dense brush or a beauty blender, a sponge. You just want to go over that edge with a few taps, just a few taps, and that's it. We still have that shadow, but then we don't have that harsh line of demarcation anymore. Every time you use too much product or you want to blend further, or you find that there are lines of demarcation on your face that are too harsh, always go back with the tool you use for your foundation and go over the lines that you want to blend, and it's going to make it look a lot more smooth and seamless. Now let's compare both sides. This is the side with contour and this is the side without. Does it not look like I lost 2-3 kgs on this side of my face compared to this side? It's crazy, the power of contour. That's why I said contour is meant to make things appear smaller. It doesn't actually make you smaller, because once you take it off, it's gone, girl. Okay, it's just very temporary, but it is very good at making things shrink. Now let's do the other side. Now let's talk about bronzer. Like I said before, your bronzer is meant to bring warmth back into your skin. Use an angled brush, a tiny bit fluffy, just like that. The bristles are not super dense, but at the same time, it's not super fluffy either. Get your product on the back of your hand. Saturate the product into the brush, blend the product into your brush, and don't be shy. You don't have to try to use just the tiniest bit. No, use the product, blend it into the bristles of the brush so that the moment you apply it on your face, it is already blended and you have less chances of having harsh lines. So now you just want to go in the areas where you apply your contour, and you just want to go over. You want to keep the short part of your brush at the back and the long part at the front. You go over your cheeks in circular motions while tapping. Same for your forehead. This is the side with bronzer. And this is the side without bronzer and just contour. And just like that, we have a perfectly balanced face. The highlights is nice and highlighted. The contour is nice and contoured. And then the bronzer gave us that nice, warm, sun-kissed look. I'm going to finish my makeup off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, the rest of my makeup is done. You know what? Let me come closer. This is the finished look. This is beautiful. So I did the rest of my makeup, eyebrows, eyeshadow, blush, lip combo, all the things, and I also set my face. This is what you get when you learn the difference between contour and bronzer and you use both of them together to create the perfect look. Alright, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something valuable. I hope it was easy. I think I have some lip gloss on my teeth. Are you good? Yeah, we're good. Yes, we're good. So what was I saying? Yes, I hope it was easy to understand. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments. Lesson 5 is done. I plan to give you a total of 10 lessons. We are halfway and there's 5 more lessons coming. We're going to cover blush placement, lip combo, eyeshadow, because eyeshadow I know is something that a lot of you out here struggle with, and there aren't enough tutorials about eyeshadow anymore, and I want to bring that back. So there's going to be eyeshadow, how to set your face properly so that it lasts throughout the day, and all these things. So stay tuned and subscribe if this is the type of content you would like to see. The next video, episode 6, which will cover blush placement, how to blend your blush, how to make sure your blush lasts all day, because funny enough and fun facts, your blush is the first thing to disappear on your face throughout the day. So in the next video, we are going to cover how to make sure your blush lasts, how to make sure it looks like you're blushing from within. It's like there is no lines of demarcation, but the blush is there, you just don't know where. You see this? Yeah, that's what great technique gives you. So we'll cover that next week in episode 6. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share with every friend of yours that you think might benefit from this video, because I don't think it's unfair that you keep all this jam to yourself. Like, come on, don't be stingy. Okay. So yeah, that was me, BEMETIFUL, on episode 5 of the Makeup Masterclass for Beginner, and I'll see you in my next video. Until next time, stay beautiful, because there is only one you. Bye-bye.